Hello, everyone, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope you, well, I'm waiting for Simone. She was joining me earlier before we started, but she dropped out. We're having terrible, terrible connectivity issues that haven't been resolved yet here. Um, so it's nice to see so many people checking in. Simone would be streaming from the school, which normally has quite a decent connection because there you sit right under the cell tower. But here for me and Lembe, it's not so good. And yeah, I'm wondering actually how come she dropped out. So I am waiting for Simone to come back. But yeah, hello everyone. Good morning. Nice to see so many people checking in once again. And I need my partner in crime. Where is she? Yeah, Yvonne, I'm a little blurry because my connection is very bad. The line goes from 4G to 2G. And yeah, that's just how it went. You know, all throughout the day, the connection was just fine. I could download up to 1 megabyte per second, but now it's very, very low. Um, so yeah, let's see Wim here with who's trustfully, faithfully the first one to give us his Indonesian riddle. Kami telah menemukan satu sama lain lagi dan akan segera datang kepada Anda bersama. Ooh, just a little bit before we can all meet each other. I'm guessing in my best Indonesian. Fairly, to be fair, my Indonesian is not as good as my Monotonese. I'm much smoother in Monotonese. But I'm guessing that's the meaning of this. And hello, Paul and Yvonne. Hello, Katrin. Good morning, Yvonne and Yvonne. Hi, Albert and Sonia. Hello, Tanya. Hi, Siep. Hi, Matt. Hi, Matthew. Good to see you again. Hello, Philip and Dagmar. Yes, Yvonne from Kos. Nice. You're on vacation in Greece. That's awesome. Hello, Cindy. Hi, Anneke. And hi, Charlie. Axel Roop. Hi, Adam. And hi, John. Good to have you all with us. Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one. Our last stream last week, our 100th stream didn't go as planned, and I was hoping those problems would be temporary in terms of connectivity, but it seems that we are once again plagued with this. Let me just give me a second and try to find Simone. So I just WhatsApped her to see if she can join. Just a minute, everyone, because we have an update for you. But unfortunately, I didn't manage to get all the footage of that update. because of the connectivity. It just took hours to download all the footage. Hi, Simone.
Oi.
No, she's not asleep.
No, it's Banner.
Yes, you're here.
Hi guys, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm here, and I see everybody's there already. And then
Yeah,
we have the riddle from Wim. Did you already solve it?
yeah, I hope so. I just explained that Manadonese is a bit better than my Indonesian, so maybe you can help.
Okay. We are meeting each other again, and then very soon we will be together. So that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
So good morning.
It will be very soon indeed.
Connectivity problems. As you see, I'm in the school again. It's complicated. Let's say that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's no different here. The connection is really bad. I was still downloading footage, literally 10 minutes before off the last few files. So for this update, there will be some video missing, but hopefully we can show you that next week.
Okay. Well, I will be surprised what you made of it, because yeah, there were quite a few big files there. But hey, no, John, she's not sleeping, and she is usually up at between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. So beat that guy.
Yep. So Simone, what do you say? Shall we try and get on with the update and show you what I have so far?
Yep. Sure.
Yeah, it's so consider it a work in progress.
Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I could have done it yesterday.
So we're starting. So yeah, well, it is what it is, you know. But if it takes 4 hours to download the footage, then you know, what can you do? So we start with the trip from Bahowo to the dive center, because the trip from the resort to Bahowo is missing. Thanks, Anneke.
Okay.
So we start with footage from the car in Bahowo.
All right. In Bahowo.
All right. So here we go. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't remember exactly who asked, but somebody asked me to give you an impression of what it would take to travel from the resort to Bahowo. So this morning I was at the resort in the morning when Jan Susan, our guest, got into the car. I made a footage of my clock in the car, put the camera on the dashboard, and drove to Bahowo. And when I arrived at the dive center, I took another shot of the clock on my car, and it was exactly 6 minutes. Well, you have to believe me for that, because I can't show you. And I don't know if it's my screen or my connection, but yeah, it's not really very clear. But this is the road going into Bahowo.
Yeah, that's
right. And this is the dive
and
center.
This is on my side.
To the, from the dive center to the jetty. So usually what will happen is that the car from the resort drives you straight to this little parking, and there you get out of the car and you walk to the boat. So I shot that as well. The jetty is very long, but usually when it's high tide, the boat can come fairly close. And you will see, it's a very nice walk, beautiful scenery, and the weather was outstanding. It was really clear, the water, and the guests were going to Banca today. So yeah, perfect conditions to do that. So Jan is having a good time.
And what time did you
Even
start for the Banca trip?
8 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Matthew is asking how long it would take to walk from the resort to. I think you could do it in half an hour, Matthew, approximately. Yeah. It's a nice walk. It's a beautiful walk. Not an easy one, especially not on the way back, because then you have to climb the mountain. But walking down there, yeah, it's a really nice. It's a beautiful environment. Absolutely gorgeous. You
Yeah,
guys having
agreed.
a clear footage? So that was
I
Sunday.
hope so.
Yeah, for me it's not very clear, but I cannot see that.
Today we're going
So
to
Sunday
Bangka.
is our new boat crew, and this of course is Reynald. And yeah, Sandy is one of the students of the school, um, and couldn't find a job. He's not a dive guide because he didn't manage to get all his licenses, but he is doing very well as a boat crew, and has the ambitions to become a captain as well. So that's nice. And then yeah, I hope you can see how flat the sea is and how beautiful. And then in the far distance, you see uh, uh, five. Do you already see them or not? Five jet skis passing by, with very fast. And believe it
Yeah,
or
that's
not,
very
but
far away.
uh, believe it or not, but one of the drivers is actually the mayor from Manado.
Hmm.
Who really enjoys doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Anneke has a question.
Yes, Anneke. Your dive gear, the first day, we will bring it to the dive center. It will stay there. And like you are used to it from us, we will load the boat, we will bring everything there. And the video and photo equipment, in the dive center itself, we don't have a good place to take care of that. So we will use one of the areas in the resort to take care of that. So the
Loading up the
dogs were
boat,
quite.
and as
Yep.
usual, the
And
whole the crew takes care of all the equipment, all the tanks. They will set up your gear on boat.
yeah. And
There's me, our
besides that,
diving
Anneke,
supervisor.
you have booked a villa, and the villas are very big and very spacious, and the bathrooms as well. So I think that taking care of your of the video equipment is not any issue at all. And of course, we will help you taking care of things.
Risky is also joining.
Yeah, I really hope this comes across well on the other side. On the other side.
Yeah, the other side. Yeah, and my screen is really not so clear, but I hope on the original video
No,
it's okay.
it's because, well,
Yeah,
it's looking fine for me, but that's because I'm playing it from here. But yeah, the connection is very bad here on Lembe right now.
right.
Nice shot.
We had, yeah, we had two ladies on board, local divers, and one of the two, she went to the end of the jetty just to because she was curious on what was there, and then the boat was supposed to leave, so she had to run back.
Nice.
Axel says that it's probably good. Thanks, Axel. And then, yeah, with tears in my eyes, I saw the boat leave because, oh my God, my gills have dried up.
Mm,
I really, really need to get into the water, which will
same here.
probably happen next year or next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, off they go. Bye bye.
Another
It depends on
question
the
from
schedule,
Annika.
on which side of the island you dive. So it depends on your schedule. So if you make two morning dives, you stay on board. Um, if you are in Lembe, you can come back after every dive. So it really depends on what you want, and yeah, and we are small enough to be quite flexible. Well, the dogs are still having, they don't have their first diving lesson, but they do have swim lessons every week, at least twice. Yep.
I don't
And,
know. And
yeah,
so that
Dapper,
we come to the update.
yep. And Dapper is very funny, Paul and Yvonne, because when the water comes to her back, so on top of her back, she can still feel the sand under her paws. She finds out that if she goes on her hind legs, that she doesn't fall forward. So she moves her paws like that, and she walks actually through the water on two legs. She's very funny. But anyway, yeah, not a lot of new updates for the resort. One of the major things is that um, uh, Arnold and his team have created new paths to go to the bungalows that are under construction, and even that construction is going really really fast. We start Monday with painting them, and the tiling. The tiling will be done. So if you look at the update for next week, then you will see that the bungalow is as good as finished. So these are the new paths.
Right.
Know if you can see it, but Mario, my for me it's completely stopped now, so I cannot comment.
Yeah. Yeah. It is playing here, but yeah, the quality of my line is going up and down.
Yeah. So and this is Arnold. Uh, it's really everybody is doing their best to make it look really really nice, and I must say the paths as we designed it, it's very interesting because yeah, you walk actually through the jungle to your room, and through the forest, through the plants. It's really fun. I have no idea
Nice.
what I'm looking at.
Very jungly.
So
Yeah, it's, I can't help with that either. Can you
so
still
yeah,
hear me,
some
Simone?
shots. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, but there's a big delay.
Yeah. So yeah, the guys are really really busy finishing the last cement and plastering, and yeah, you can't see it really. I'm a little bit frustrated. Uh, so yeah, you see that there's a lot of people working there.
Yeah.
Goedemorgen, Peet. Lekker geslapen?
Hi, Petra.
Yeah.
That looks interesting. It looks like they're sifting cement.
Sorry? Yes, they are not
It
shaking
looks like
cement.
they were sifting cement.
They're sifting sand, actually, not cement. They're sifting
Okay.
sand to make it more halus, more finer, because for the panjar, for the structure on the walls, you need a different mix between cement and sand. and that's why it needs to be sifted first. So this finer sand is being mixed with cement and water, and then it's being literally thrown on the wall to create this granule effect.
Right. And that it's a very nice texture, very nice finish.
Hi. And there you are.
Boss Jacob.
Dankjewel, Albert. So sweet.
Thanks, Albert.
So Jacob is building small walls in the bathrooms. Yeah, all the 5 bungalows, they are different. The surface area is the same for all of them, and they are 5 by 10 meters. But the way they are, the rooms are divided and the bathrooms are divided is a little bit different for all of them, because we had to adjust ourselves to the shape of the land and the view and all these other things. So, and now we are walking back to the road down. Yes. And this is a side road going to the second bungalow. So if you feel a little bit lazy, you don't want to go down first and then up again, we built a small road that goes directly from the main road to let's say Ham's bungalow. And there are nice details which you cannot see, but probably. Like we have 2 bridges in that road, and you see that we have our reoccurring shape there, the sekilapan, the octagonal. And the room.
Of course, your 2 sisters lovely following.
Now I don't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. Nice to see you again. And yeah, you will see there has been a
Good to
lot
see you,
of
Stephen.
changes. It's a shame that the footage is not very good, actually, or the lines are not very good. And we actually, Arjen, I made a separate video from it, but it's on my telephone and I couldn't send it. The lines are so very bad. We have a very beautiful orchid in that tree there. Yeah, you cannot see it. It's and then when I reached the semester, one of the staff, Mingu, was actually very high in a coconut tree, which I really didn't like. The guy has a heart problem, and he almost gave me one now. But he was cutting out kalapa muda, or young coconut. And if you look carefully, you see that the coconuts are being lowered on a piece of rope, because if you would throw them, they would break, and then you lose the water. So if you wait a second, then you will see that they will be lowered down. And I asked Fico, why you don't ask somebody younger to climb the tree? But yeah, he said he could do it. Well, who am I to argue that? So there they go. Hey, Stephen. Hey, you should take your French spelling checker from your keyboard, because I know that you could not travel because of pech, but here it says that you couldn't travel because of a fish or fishery or fishing. But yeah, happy travel. I love that. And then
And say hi to Marie-Xavier.
yeah, please. And we had 15 new fish. Did you put that in the edit? Because you filmed the release of the fish.
We're going to show that next week.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we have this big pond between the villas and very beautiful sea lilies or water lilies at the moment. And believe it or not, 15 fish. Okay, they are only 20 centimeters or 25 centimeters, but they have disappeared. So they are there, but it's a big pond. So I think we have to put more fish. So the barbecue terrace, and yeah, that was it for the updates. Then I went up again. Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer, right?
I agree, and it's really difficult because there's a huge level in it's our usual live share for the live streams.
Yeah, I don't hear you. I think we should really try to do the streams from here, at least, not from Lembe.
Yeah. Well,
And then
I mean, the good thing is we have guests here in Lembe,
yes,
so that's
maybe
why.
I should be,
But yeah, it's just an unreliable connection.
and maybe I should be the pilot, if that's the case.
Yeah, why not?
After 101 streams, I might be able to do it.
Why don't you come and guide?
Yeah, there's quite a lot that we still have to do, and I can't really leave. Yes, there's really hard work going on. We have our first group next week, arriving on Sunday. 10 people from a school in Zwolle, and we're going to teach 9 of them diving. So there will be an open water course. We plan to actually document that as well. They will be staying the first 3 nights. They will be staying in the resort, and then the students themselves, they go and stay 3 days with their Indonesian counterpartner in their house, and do all kinds of projects, under which is a sports tournament. So it will be really interesting to do that. And after that, they come back to the resort, and there is a Tankoko trip and a Highland trip with local transportation, and a graduation party together, and just a lot of fun. Young people together.
Nice.
Yes, with 2 teachers.
Yeah. Because this is an exchange student project, right?
Right. I will tell everybody more about that in the upcoming weeks, because, well, first of all, we have to fill our streams because we're not allowed to stop. And secondly, the students that will go to Holland, there's still a couple of hurdles we have to take before they can do that. One of them, of course, is money, but also it involves quite a little bit of traveling, because to get a visa, they have to go to Surabaya and then back, and then they have to go to Jakarta and fly out. So yeah, it's very exciting, and the plan is that will take place somewhere end of September, beginning of October. So yeah, they are very excited about that.
Fantastic. And we can't wait to see you again, Stephen.
Stephen, that will be awesome. Yeah. But we survived. It's still not easy, because with 1 guest in Lembe and 1 guest in Manado, I don't know if you can imagine, but the costs are extremely high to serve. two guests in two resorts. But we are happy they are here, and yeah, so they can we can practice, and it's fun. And here in
Exactly.
Manado, tomorrow we
Can you
will
still
have
hear me
yoga.
clearly?
Sometimes, but you're a little bit frozen. Your face is frozen. You look very strict. Now I hear you laughing, but you're
Yeah,
not
same
laughing.
for me.
This is kind of funny also.
It doesn't match the picture. Yeah.
No, no. So, and then, yeah, the latest news on this whole COVID nightmare. Indonesia does not require a negative test anymore if you want to go in on if you arrive or if you want to leave on an international flight. But I think the news hasn't been transferred enough yet, because the Dutch group I was talking about, they still need to have that test according to Garuda from Amsterdam. But from the Indonesian government, they have uh, released a lot of the protocols outside. No more masks, big spaces, no more masks. Okay, public transportation still, and when in big crowds, they still would like you to wear a mask, or when you're old or weak. But in general, everything is turning back to normal, actually. Garuda is not increasing flights yet. I think they wait until things are lightening up and people start to um, move more. As far as I know, out of Amsterdam, there is only one. No, no, please, Stephen, no 1,000 guests. And there's only once a week, but they for sure they will increase the flights, but it's a little bit chicken and egg story, I think. Is the demand following the flights, or the flights following the demand? It's but for sure they will, for sure they will. The number of people arriving is growing every single week, so yeah, it will take time, but I'm pretty sure it will. Okay. Even a 1,000-mile journey starts with just one step. Lao Tzu.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's for me, this connection is really bad. Okay, so Anneke has something interesting here. Um, Maybe you can translate,
the,
Simone.
yes, the color code of the travel advice for Indonesia is for the biggest part yellow, with a few exceptional areas that are orange and red. The government from Indonesia has cancelled the required PCR test. Indonesia accepts the European Digital Corona Certificate. A mouth shield is not necessary anymore outside, and read for more information the how is it rubric coronavirus, and there is a travel advisory as well there. So thanks, Annika. That's really useful.
Yeah. And for Rob, take a look at our website here. But in the chat, there's a fact sheet.
Yeah, we will
Contains the
try.
latest information that we are aware of, considering.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we are
it needs.
trying to keep it up to date. Yeah. Oh, the exceptions are the
Yeah, it's
volcanoes.
very difficult for me to.
Yeah. Yeah, hi Charlie. Amsterdam, Singapore is with Singapore Airlines, and in Singapore you get to the next flight, which is with Scoot. But also those are not on normal frequency yet. There are 3 Scoot flights per week on Manado at the moment. There's probably daily Amsterdam, Singapore, but only 3 Scoot flights per week on Manado. And for Rob, yes, we try to keep the website as up to date as possible. And this news came in day before yesterday, so we didn't have time yet to completely update it. Paul and Yvonne, they have an update on the Garuda flight, Sunday to Indonesia and back on Thursdays. And this is also the flights from the 10 people that will arrive this Sunday. And the orange and red areas are the volcanoes. Thanks, Aleke. That is funny. And Helen says that our airlines are also going back on Wednesday. But Helen, that will be November. That's still 6 months. I know time flies and it's very hard to wait, but it's still 6 months. Oh, everybody is so excited about flying, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. But we have to wait. We have to be patient. Yeah. And guys, by the way, you guys are, when you guys are coming, I hope that I have fixed the internet, at least in Manado. And we have to talk what we can do with the internet in Limbe, because that's from another level. That is because there is no cabling to an island, right? But we can do something with maybe with a signal booster or whatever. We're going to try anyway.
Something like that. It used to be a lot better here, the 4G, but at the moment it's terrible.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. You have something to confess, Arjen? It's more fun if we are together, actually.
Sorry?
It's more fun if we're sitting together.
It is. Yeah, it is. But it's also good that we're having guests in the resort. So it's also like, right? But I do agree. But no, I can hear from the delay and from your reaction that my connection is really bad. And but yeah, Rob, I will get back to you on that information, and I will send you our fact sheet where you can find all of our information regarding flights and everything else.
True. And I think that's it for this week, guys. It's a little bit of a short stream this time, but it's a little bit frustrating that we cannot show you what we want to show you. It's a challenging country on many aspects.
We won't show.
Harem, you can see us every week. You guys want to hear a funny story, which happened this week? Arjen hasn't heard it yet. It's about communication. Communication and anticipation, proactivity, right? Okay. On the pool deck, we have a jacuzzi. Hello, Mario. We have a jacuzzi, and the jacuzzi has an engine, a motor, and I wanted to cover that area with a nice wooden panel because it was open and it didn't look very nice. So I asked one of the carpenters with his sidekick to make a panel for the jacuzzi. Fortunately, somebody else heard me saying that, so they couldn't blame me for being not clear. And I pointed out where it should be. I pointed out what shape it would be. I told them what materials to use and how to connect it to the existing jacuzzi. Everything clear? Yes, 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 yes. Everything clear. That was on Monday. On Wednesday, I went down to the pool site, and that panel, there was still no panel. So I asked Fico, who is the pool boy, and a very smart guy, by the way. I said, Fico, do you know anything about that panel? Did they already start? Is it finished? He said, Ibu, I think they misunderstood. I said, what do you mean? He said, come with me. And we go to the engine room of the pool, and believe it or not, but inside that engine room, they made a box, beautiful looking box, with two big wooden handles that were carved for the electricity panel, to put over the electricity panel inside the engine room. And I'm like, I'm going back to Holland, guys. This is too much. This is too much. 2 people worked for 2 days
Wow.
to make a wooden covering for an electricity panel that is, by the way, already in a steel box. And I'm like, I give up. I give up. This is enough. And I have a good sense of humor, because I thought, okay, this is over the top. I better look at it from a very funny standpoint. But yeah, I told them what I thought about it, and then I called them and I said, guys, why would I want to have a furniture box over a panel in an engine room? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe to avoid it become wet. It's inside. Oh yeah. I don't know. Did I ask for something for the jacuzzi? Yes. Yeah, but I didn't understand. I said, why you didn't ask? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Pakai bahasa danger. But anyway, it happened. We have a very beautiful electricity panel box, but we still don't have a panel for the jacuzzi. So I don't know. It's bahasa Sangye, maybe. It's this is a little bit the story of my life here. It's by times not easy, but humor helps. Anneke and
yeah, you talk someone directly, and then you get Chinese whispers.
Yes. Hey, Anneke and Peter, fun with sports. Have a very nice weekend. And then, Catherine Yuga, it's very funny sometimes. If I don't think about the money that it costs, it's very funny, because it's a waste of time, energy, and materials. But anyway, it's what it is. Yes, Yvonne. Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. At least they weren't down on the streets for a few days. Oh dear.
Just like this one. Yes, exactly. I think that if we start collecting these kind of stories, we could fill a very funny book.
Yeah.
And if I ever be relaxed and enough and have time enough to actually write my book, then this kind of stories will definitely be part of it. because yeah, it's still in the planning.
Yeah, the story of my life.
Yes, story of my life, exactly. But yeah, I wanted to share this with you because it's just as funny. That's fine. Yeah, Rudy.
Well,
afterwards,
I have one story also from this thing.
Okay, so go ahead.
It took me 1 hour to buy an oxygen tank. 1 hour.
Really? Okay.
That's the story. It was incredible.
Okay, so what?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge delay, but anyway, long story short, they had to time be printed. One is the receipt for the tank itself. The other one is the license or the Jalan Surat to transport this tank, and then the third one is like a proof that you can get it filled. And each of these documents took at least 15 minutes to be printed. It was absolutely preposterous. And then they kept telling me that I had to be the one who was patient. I had to be patient, and yeah, it's yeah, just it was an incredible how do you say that, red tape.
Yeah, but this is what Indonesia makes. It's not. I would not say it makes Indonesia unique, because there's a lot of countries like this where things happen like this, and people like Seep, who have been traveling a lot, working abroad, they know that these things happen in India, in Malaysia, everywhere, and yeah, maybe even in Holland. But yeah, they stay funny.
Yeah.
At times it is frustrating, and yeah, you lose your patience, but it is what it is. So yeah,
what can you do?
Even Mario says that it's a good idea to write a book. Mario, you would be in it. Yeah. So guys, I think this is it for this weekend. I think the window of my car doesn't close
yeah,
anymore.
I can't wait to see everyone again.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I have to go also because it starts raining, and the window of my car cannot close anymore. My car is really suffering from old age.
Old age?
Yeah. Yes, it's old age. It's hopes to be retired. Have a nice weekend, everybody. We love you all, and can't wait to see you next week first, and then yeah, here for the next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone. See you next weekend. Bye.
Bye.